All right. First off, I'm gonna start off by saying all honors and glory due to Yahweh by Shem, Yahweh Shai by Shem Rakakadash. That's the Heavenly Father's name, Yahweh, and His only begotten beloved Son, Yahweh Shai, and the Rakakadash means the Holy Spirit. Okay, without no further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and just jump into it. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 15. This is the rejoicing city that dwell carelessly. All right, carelessly. Now, Babylon the Great, aka America, has dwelled carelessly for a very long time. And by way of the hands of the so-called blacks, Negroes, Native Americans, with all of the treacherous dealings and deal outs, we're dealing with the people. Okay. Now, there's a great awakening happening, and I'm speaking on only the remnant 1/3, the hopefully elect. Okay, not 2/3, because 2/3 gotta go. 2/3 ain't gonna wake up. They gotta perish with the other nations. Okay, they gonna come back. Okay, by default, but they gotta perish with the other nations. All right, and that's just what it is. All right. So without no further ado, let me go into this definition right here. Carelessly. Okay, carelessly. The meaning of it. Okay, adjective. Done with or acting with insufficient attention. Neglected. Okay? And we all know who's been neglected for the longest. All right? There ain't no shadow of a doubt who those people are. All right? All right, what else I can get? Unconcerning. Unconcerned in attitude or action. Heedless. Okay? Very careless about, okay? It's just carelessness. Okay? This is a careless society, a ruthless society, non-moral compass society. All right? That's exactly what it is. All right? Where the woman usurps authority over the man. Because we know who's in power, and by it's no accident why the nation of Israel is on the bottom. Okay, and then we'll never see the top of this place, because this wicked ass place wasn't built for us. Okay, this is a captivity. We built it, and somebody else dwells in it and has been living fat in it for a very long time. But those days are up. That say in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How is she become a desolation? Okay, because that's what prophecy is pushing forward, and there ain't no changing what's gonna happen. All right, there's no changing. This place is gonna lay utterly it's gonna lay utterly desolate. Okay, by way of them IBCM missiles that's gonna be screaming out them silos. Okay, the third woe is on its way. All right, people seem to think this thing is getting ready to go back to normal somehow. Normal for who? All right, normal for who? All that proudness and boasting. Okay, Lady Liberty, all that proud boasting, all the days is finished. The days is finished. Okay? The days is done. On its way. Piece by piece, this place is crumbling. Let's start from the top again. Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 15. This is the rejoicing, and we know who we've been rejoicing: Esau, Edom, and all these other nations moving out over here for years on top of years, generations on top of generations, having it their way. Downtrodden, you know who. This is the rejoicing city that dwell carelessly, that say in her heart, her mind, that is, with all their false philosophies and everything else that goes on to this day in this place, all this pseudo, all these lies, all these cover-ups that continue to not cease, played on the minds of the people. Say in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How is she become desolate? Desolation. Let's look up that word desolation. Desolation. Let's see here. Desolation. They got all kind of definitions here. I could go to the Bible. Let's read it. Let's go. Let's see what Google got. Desolation, because it literally means lay waste. Okay, desolation, the state of being desert or ruined. Okay. Left by fire, sadness, resulting from grief or loneliness. So this is only the start. Okay, this is only the start. A place for beasts to lie down in. Everyone that passeth by her shall hiss and wag his hand. Okay, so all these other nations did that when we fell. Okay, so now the tables are turning. All right, the table's turning. All right, all right, the curses are switching up. As much as these wicked ass women and these 2/3 niggas and all these other nations don't want to see it, this is what has to happen. They're all fighting and working together at this point. Okay? Those of you that's in this truth know and understand what I'm saying. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, thy most high power, will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which prosecute thee. Okay? So soon it ain't gonna be no more entertainment where, mockery, what do you call it? Being called a proverb, okay, bywords, all that's gonna cease. Why? Because these nations is getting ready to bow down in a major way. A major way. Bow down in a major way. So now you got to drink that cup. That's just what it is. You got to drink that cup. The book of Isaiah, chapter 47. Book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and 5. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. Now, who are the Chaldeans? Okay. Now I understand you got land mass. I understand you got different places in the biblical sense. But you have the Chaldeans, which that would be just no, that's the Idumeans mentioned in Greek for the word just for pronouncing Edomites. The same thing, the dwelling place for the Chaldeans is also Edomites as well. Those are just Edomites. Those are Edomite names. Those are the people that are here right now to this day. Okay? Okay? That brought people over here as cargo. Okay? And made it a commodity out of them. All right? Of course, we know we were under the curses and being chastised. But now the wicked has to be, Egypt got to go against Egypt. Egypt got to be wiped out. The plague of the earth got to go. And who is that? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. That's who it is, all day long. Okay? It's hard not to understand. It's not hard. It shouldn't be difficult to see who the devil is to this point, at this point in time. Okay? It shouldn't be hard to see. Trying to push forth the MOB, okay, Parvo shot 6-1. Still trying to create this third new world order, all this madness going on, gender change, just all this crazy stuff, man, crazy stuff. So Sodom and Gomorrah and Sodom is revealing themselves fully. See, now back in the 90s and all that, early 90s and all that, they wasn't outlandish like they are right now, especially on television and mainstream. Okay, it's all in your face. And guess what? These Negroes and these Negroes is going right behind these other nations, and I'm talking about you 2/3. See, you think this is okay. You think this whole thing is good, but what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah when them angels walked through there? Okay? They wanted to scope it out for a night or so, but what did Lot do? Lot called them in. Okay? And then we all know what happened next. And what happened to Lot's wife? Okay? How did we get the so-called Moab? And Ammon, that's just their cousin. Okay? How do we get them folks? Okay? Because they kin folks. They cousins. Okay? All right? What happened to Lot's wife? Did she not get turned into a pillar of salt? Didn't want to leave. Want things to say, hey. Let's read 47 again. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 5. Sit thou silent and get thee into the darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. That's right here in so-called Babylon the Great, aka America. That's where they at. So-called they hide under every banner. I don't want to make a mistake to say this nationality or that nationality, because they hide under every banner. For thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Why? Because this is the headquarters of philosophy, pseudo. That's what this is for their tabernacle, which can be found over in Psalms 83 for all the other nations that came over here and lived damn good for a long time. Damn good. So now, what does Deuteronomy chapter 30 say again? It says, and the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, thy most high power, will put all these curses upon thy enemy and on them that hate thee, which prosecute thee. Okay? So this was a one conglomerate plot from the beginning of the establishment of this place. Now, I'm not going to go too far back in history right now, but it's way deeper than that. This 400 years don't represent the 400 years in Egypt. Okay? All right? So let's go here. Because when you have a tabernacle and y'all click up running behind Esau, Edom, you already know what you Confederate. You're Confederate. You are Confederate. And yeah, it's just demons running around everywhere you go. Okay? It's demons. The remnant and hopefully elect know that too. They know what's, hey, hopefully elect. We got to know what's going on at this particular time. But hey, this is part of the affliction. Okay? This is part of the affliction. It has to be endured. The book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 2. The kings of the earth set themselves, and rulers take counsel together against the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushai and against his anointed, sayings. Verse 3, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. Okay, that's what it says. Cords and bands represents nations and tribes. Okay, as it says over in Psalms 83. Let's go there. I want to be as accurate as I can be. These people love living in a demonic ass, wicked ass society. That's what they love. They thrive on it. Knowing but not knowing there's going to be a heavy price to pay. The book of Psalms 83, verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name Israel may be no more in remembrance. See, that's where the heavy resistance coming from. Headed by Esau and all these other nations. And then you got Jake. 2/3. Okay. Let black people be black. Let purple people be purple people. Let African Americans be African American people. People at this point, hey, they schedule for a heavy judgment. One heavy ass judgment. Okay? With the sword, that is. Clicking up. They clicked up back then. Same wicked ass niggas. They clicked up back then. It's no coincidence they doing it now. The same spirits then, the same spirits now. Something called reincarnation. All throughout the Bible it speaks about it. Yeah, how you think we got to where we are if spirits just, when they leave, they stay gone? But hey, everything's covered up in this wicked ass queendom. And all these nations is hot. They don't want to deal with this place no more. It's getting ready to be looking like a third world country here. Worse than that. Spirit of mirth. Mirth for who? Mirth, please tell me, mirth for who? Mirth for who? Let me go over here. Let's go to Lamentations. Lamentations. What I got down? Lamentations. What is that? 4:20. Lamentations. Yeah, that's it. This is the two I want right right there. Yeah, Lamentations. Book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwell in the land of Uz. The cup also shall be passed. Slaki, let me start over. Rejoice and be glad, O daughters of Edom, that dwell in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drinking, and shall make thyself naked. So that's what's going on. We had our punishment. Now it's being lifted off of us, and now it's time for your punishment. Verse 22. The punishment of thy iniquities is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. You see that? You see where judgment's going now? Oh no, but you thought you got away with all that. You people are delusional, but you thought you got away with all that. You can record everybody else's record, but you don't think your record has been recorded all that entire time? To the point where it peaks into the heavens? Let's get that right quick. Let's get that right quick. Let's see here. The book of Revelations, chapter 18, verse 5. For her sins have reached unto the heavens, Salakia, the heaven. And the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, hath remembered her iniquities. So you don't think the list of everything that you've done has not been recorded? Something got to be wrong with you if you think that. Something got to be wrong with you, and you're being watched by the second. Yeah, the half second. Yeah, you're being watched. Your every move being watched. Why? Because we in the latter days. We in the very end. And so when Edom makes his move, the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, is going to make his move on a level that humanity has never seen before. The book of Revelations, chapter 6. Let's see if that's what I want. Yeah, the book of Revelations, chapter 6, verse 17. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Well, you should already know the answer to that. No creature. No one, no creature. No man. So you thought all of the rape, rob, and murder, feeding babies to alligators, butt breaking men, You thought all of those recordings just went away and you're gonna sell off to the sunset and go up and start a new escapade up in Mars and space stations and people are just gonna get alone with what you have done? That's the thought pattern of a lunatic and a psychopath. Yeah, that's what that is. And I'm not saying on an individual. I'm speaking on a nation and whoever else is following. That what is it? False. Oh man, it's just it's overwhelming. The evidence is overwhelming. This is one big crime scene. Okay, Babylon the Great, aka America, it's just one big crime scene. Crimson, it's just old plain old red, white, blue. It's just one crimson. It's just one big crime scene. The book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33. So ye shall know, Shalakiah, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein. Okay? So you gotta, out where's that out in one of them states, Mississippi, somewhere out that way, down south, they got they call the forbidden fruit or something like that, where they used to just throw slaves, kill them and throw them there, and it got so they got so fertile from all the bodies being thrown up in there that they got these used oranges or something like that, grapefruits and oranges, something like that. I have to re-look it up, but that grow there, but nobody eat them. Now that's a mass grave right there. Yeah, that's a mass grave. That's a mass grave right there. No telling what the body count is. It ain't like they was putting it on record then. See, that's one thing about a master criminal. He ain't gonna put none of what he done did on record. Okay, he's not gonna put what he did on record. He gonna burn it, stash it. Okay, he gonna do his best to try to get rid of it. But you can't look. This is it. You cannot hide from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His Son, Yahushua. You never have and you never will. You're going to try, but you won't be able to even do that. Okay? This is going to be mighty fishermen, turned hunters, going and gathering it, getting the first round of them slaves out. That's in what? Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16? We'll get the first round, get the first crop of slaves. Let's read Numbers again. Numbers chapter 35, verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Okay? That's the Lord's judgment. All right? Your problem ain't with me. Your problem is with the Lord. Your time is up. Your problem is with the Lord. Your problem is with the Lord Yahweh, and He's going to send His Son, Yahushua. Okay? Back. And hey, ain't meeting you people as a man either. No, you nations, you ain't getting met as no man. You ain't get, And mind you, that's why He's called the Lord of Hosts. Okay? So what is that entailing? A great exceeding army, okay? You better take heed of that. A great exceeding army. Along with the chariots, okay? Yeah. It's not your program. It ain't my program. This is the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh program. Okay? And you getting ready to get your double cup. You getting ready to get your fix. Okay, right there. I think I'm gonna close it out. That's what I got for now. So, oh no, I got one more. Trying to. Hey, that one sticks with me. That one stays. It's embedded now. It's embedded. Okay, this is First Timothy chapter 5, verse 17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. Okay? So, double honors to the elders and apostles over at Great Millstone, from where I got this 100% truth. Okay? Until next time, all praises and glory due to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Rakak Radash. Until next time, Lord willing, Shalom.